Johnson's got it. He's going to score. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Touchdown, Longview. Longview has taken the lead.
Joe Brown. What a game he is. Oh, Joe is, Steve is there.
Petey leading them out. Petey leading.
Oh, is it Pete? Yeah, it is Petey.
You know, we do play with a little bit of a swagger.
Yeah, I like that comment today, or in the paper the other day.
That guy said, you know, play with a swagger. Collie says, if you think you can do it, get some of it.
Petey in front and Spencer Borns at the rear.
It's a piece of work, isn't it? You want some of it, get some of it.
Well, welcome back once again, everyone, to Floyd Casey Stadium, Baylor University's football site, and we're glad to be here tonight. The region semifinals, it's Longview versus Tomball. We're glad to have you with us. I'd like to remind you the fine sponsors for Lobo football, not only tonight, but all this year. Crosby Lobos Manufacturing, Lively Olds Cadillac, Peter Chevrolet, GZ's Asian Bistro, Convergys, the Maid-Rite Bottling Company, the Gans & Smith Insurance Agency, Healthcare Express, Chick-fil-A, Southside Bank, Soapy's, Shake's Frozen Custard, the Good Shepherd Medical Center, Plano Marine of East Texas, and the Belcher Center. When you play this deep, you've got to be good. Both teams are good. Only one will advance. We hope it's Longview, and we'll know in about 3 hours from now. And here to tell you all about tonight's game, Brent Taylor and Johnny Vaughn.
Well, Tomball from District 13-5A. They beat Austin Anderson last week to get here. Longview from 11-5A. They beat South Garland to get here. Two good teams, John.
Two really good teams. And as you mentioned, Tomball beat Austin Anderson last week 48-20, and then they beat Kingwood 27-3 as they started the playoffs. They come out of the district that had Klein Collins, who was at the end of the season ranked in the top 5 in the state, and Klein Oak was also there. And Klein came out of that district, and those teams to beat the Woodlands. One of them beat the Woodlands. One of them beat Lufkin, and they've all gone by the wayside. And Tomball, who did not win the district, is now come into the third round. And Tomball is an interesting team, Brent. They don't have a lot of history. It's been since 2003 since they've even been in the playoffs. 94, 95, the last time they've gone past this round. So this is a team kind of in uncharted territory.
John, Longview and the all green tonight. John, what about the Keys?
Well, this is a game that I really see as a possible trip game for Longview, and I'm going to tell you why. Number one, this team is the first team Longview's played that is about 50-50 between pass and run. They average 179 running and 160 or so passing, so that's almost 50-50. We've seen a running team and a passing team, but not a team that can do both. Another thing that worries me about a team like this, they've got no stars on this team, Brent. They don't have anybody that any Division I school at this point is really looking at. And here's why that scares me a little bit. Number one, you go 10-2, tells you a pretty good team.
Yes.
You go 2 into the playoffs, and you know what that means is you've got to rely on everybody. So you don't get into this, you got one guy, he doesn't make the plays, and you play bad. And that makes for a consistent team. And the other thing that I think that is something to think about is I know everybody in Longview, I read it in the paper, everybody's looking to Mesquite Horn.
Yep.
And let's just hope the team is not. So I think the key tonight is Longview needs to stay focused. They need to think about this game. They need to try to get up on this team, not give them second life, because I'm telling you, this is the kind of team that can end up beating a team that's better than them, like Longview is.
They sure can. Okay, John, Mesquite Horn has won. Let's look at some of the other region outcomes.
Well, Mesquite Horn handled Leander earlier easily, 43-27. The top half of this bracket, we've got Cooper and Guy played this morning. We don't have that score, but they played up in Dallas in the Cowboy Stadium. Guy, of course, is a team that Longview's seen the last 2 seasons. Abilene and Carroll are also playing, and they're playing right now up there. And if you look at this bracket, there's 8 teams left. One of them is Longview. Longview has beaten Abilene. They've the last 2 seasons they've beaten Guy to eliminate them, and they've beaten Horn this year. So of the 7 teams left, Longview has beaten 2 of them and beaten the 3rd one 2 times in the last 2 years. So they are very familiar with everybody, but they're not familiar with Tomball, who they're going to play here tonight.
I liked your point that you said Longview needs to keep focused. This team has done a good job of staying focused and playing one game at a time. This is really one of those games, and it's been that way every time we've been in the playoffs. This 3rd game is sometimes a really a difficult game. I don't mean a difficult game to play necessarily, but sometimes it's a strange game.
I mean, because I'm telling you, one of the reasons it is, Brent, is you can see some teams get to the 3rd round that nobody's ever heard of, and nobody thinks that much about them. And I think Tomball's that kind of a team.
Yeah.
And you don't, you start looking ahead because you're thinking, geez, we can, 4th round. I mean, that's getting close to the semifinals, and you start. You lose your focus, and you just do it for a quarter or 2, and all of a sudden you look up and you've dug yourself a hole. And we've had some teams in the past that were really good football teams that lost to teams that weren't as good as us because of fluke things. So you got to take care of business, and you got to press on the accelerator early and make these teams realize that you've come to play. And I think Longview will. They have so far, but this is a game to watch. This is a team with a gigantic offensive line. They've got 3 guys over 300 pounds, and I was watching them in the warm-up. These are not fat guys. These are guys that are actually tall and lean. I think this is going to be a close game. I think it'll be an interesting game. I think it's a game that Longview should win, but I think it's just not going to be easy.
Tomball won the toss. They'll receive. Longview will kick it off. We'll be back with opening kickoff of Floyd Casey in 2 minutes. Welcome back, everyone, to Floyd Casey Stadium at Baylor University Stadium. Brent Taylor, Johnny Vaughn, Eddie and Mike Richardson, Gene Morris. Longview will kick off to start the game. Tomball will receive.
Tomball at 10-2 on the season. They'll start Zach Aarons at center. Caleb Brigman and Alex Clark are the guards. Connor Patterson's the left tackle. Cody Burns the right tackle. Those are 2 300-pounders. The wide receivers Hunter Thompson. The other wide receivers Montrell Logan. The flanker is Aaron Obadigbo. The quarterback is Dustin Dvorak, a good player. Brandon Green's their running back, and he's the nice running back for Longview. Defensive ends are Britt Eastburn and Thomas Jones. Jalen Porter and Cornelius Williams are the tackles. Cameron Jones, Anthony Wiley, DeMarcus Latham, and Jordan Burton are the linebackers. The defensive backfield is Shaquille Jordan, Joe Brown, and Brian Thompson. Joe Brown had a great game last week, Brent, and he's probably if you had to pick one, he may be the outstanding player on the defense this season.
He may be. He's had an awful good season. Back to return the ball for Tomball. In the deepest man is Brandon Green. The shortest two upbacks are Malcolm Scott and Montrell Logan. Logan on the near side and Scott on the far side of the field. Kyle Jenkins will kick it off for Longview. This regional semifinal game. Floyd Casey Stadium, the home of Baylor University. Good crowd on hand.
This is a team, Brent, that was picked to finish last in their district by Texas football. And so they've come out of nowhere.
They sure have. In a tough district.
In a tough district. So they've had an outstanding season at this point. Having said that, they're in uncharted water for this program.
Here comes Jenkins with a kick. We're glad you're with us, and here comes the kick. Jenkins going to kick this one high and deep to Logan at the goal line. Back he comes up to the 5, 10. He is going to get back to a 14-yard line. Anthony Jefferson made the tackle for Longview, so Tomball will scrimmage from their 14-yard line, first down and 10. Good coverage for Longview. Patterson, Clark, Gerrans, Bridgman, and Burns up front. Thompson, Logan, Obigdo, and Johnson, the wide receivers. DeVort, the quarterback, and Green, the running back. First down 10, Tomball from their 14-yard line. Spread formation, 2 wides far side and 2 near side of the field. There's Brandon Green. He got a yard, maybe 2 to boast. And it's going to be second down and 8, maybe 3.
Brett Eastman from his defensive end position kind of crashed down and made the first contact on the play.
No huddle for Tomball. Second down and 7. Empty backfield, 3 wides far side and 2 near side of the field. Motion, far side, DeVoy, play action pass. Now he's going to run it up the field. Now he throws this one short, caught at the 25, 30, 32-yard line, first down.
Well, that's actually good protection, and that allowed that play to happen as the quarterback, George, he stepped up into the pocket, was pressured, moved around, and then finally got the ball out there to Caleb Robinson.
No huddle again, bunch formation far side of the field, and a wide receiver on the near side. On first down and 10. Play action pass again. Screen pass in the middle. Oh, it's almost intercepted by Diop Johnson.
Well, he tried to go to the middle screen to Hunter Thompson. It actually bounced off his hands. Should have caught the ball. And then after that, it had a real good chance of being intercepted, but nobody could pull it down.
Second down and 10 at the Tomball 32-yard line. Just underway in the first quarter. 11:07 to go. Empty backfield. 3 wides far side and 2 near side of the field. There's DeVoy, going to throw it again. Now he's going to run out of the pocket. Now he throws it to Brandon Green, caught at the 46-yard line for a first down. It's a first down at the Tomball 46.
Well, that's the quarterback did a good job as he looked right, checked back off and came back to the receiver, Brandon Green, who had just run a little crossing route. So it's a good job by the quarterback.
3 wides far side, 1 near side of the field, first down and 10. Brandon Green on the carry. He's bottled up for a yard gain. It's going to be second down and 9 at the 47. Red Eastman made the tackle for Longview, so it's second and 9. 10:40 to go first quarter, no score in the game. Tomball's first possession. They've got 3 wides to the far side. Now they'll move into the bunch formation on the far side of the field. And they've got a wide receiver on the near side, guarded by Quail Darden. Second down and 9. Green again, up the middle he goes. This time he's caught by Thomas Jones. Right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It's second, it's third and 9.
Tried to bounce it out to the outside, but Thomas Jones right there. Nice play by him, and really no gain on the play, maybe half a yard.
Yeah, maybe a half. It's going to be third down and 8. Larry Thomas in the game of defensive end for Longview on third down. 3 wides far side and 1 near side of the field. Third down and 8. DeVoy, play action pass. Here comes some pressure. They're going to throw it outside. And it's intercepted. Intercepted on the far side. Up the field goes Longview. It's a first down. Brian Thomas with the interception.
Brian Thomason with a big interception. Dvorak actually threw the ball down the field. His receiver was in one position on the outside or the inside. He threw to the outside, and Thomason gets the pick.
There's a flag on the far side of the field. Longview blocked below the waist on the intercept, so from the 37 they'll mark off 15, but Longview got the first turnover of the game. Back to the 48-yard line they'll go. You know, Brian Tomlinson and Jaquel Darden both started out inexperienced cornerbacks, John. I don't guess they played a lick last year at corner. They have really turned into two really good corners.
Yeah, they've made a significant number of plays for Longview this year.
And Longview locks them up a lot of times in man, John. It's a first down for Longview at their own 45-yard line. No score in the game, 9:37 to go. One running back to the backfield. Wing on the far side, two wide receivers. Petey Robertson now motion back to the far side of the field. Bootleg pass. Here comes Robertson now. Home run down the field. They've got a receiver there. It's incomplete. It was included for Hawkins, and Hawkins couldn't hold it at the 10-yard line. Wow.
Well, they rolled to the right, Brent, and for the outside receiver, Hawkins had run a deep post route and actually looked like the pass was there. He was behind the secondary. He couldn't pull it in.
He sure didn't. It's going to be second down and 10 from the 45.
Should have been caught.
It really should have been. Second down and 10 from the 45-yard line. Two wides near side and one far side out of the spread formation. A wing near side of the field.
They've got an injured safety that can't get to the...
There's Fagans up the middle. He goes. He's to the 40, inside the 40 to the 37.
They had an injured man that couldn't get up to the line of scrimmage, Brent, so they really were playing with 10 men, and Fagans ran right where the safety should have been.
He's all the way to Tomball's 38-yard line and a first down with 9:22 to go first quarter. No score in the game. Longview on the move at Tomball's 37. Spread formation again. Dakota Anthony, the running back. Double tight end set for Longview along with two wide receivers. Here's Petey Robertson. He's going to pitch it back to Anthony. Anthony's got some room. He's to the 31-yard line. And he got 8 yards.
Down the line option, and they covered up Petey Robertson, but they didn't get anybody on the pitch man, and he pitched it to Dakota Anthony, picks up 7 yards.
D.T. Jackson checks in for Longview at wide receiver. Tomlinson to the far side and Jackson to the near side of the field. Fagans in the slot on first down or second down and 4. Here's Robertson. He's going to run it. He's up to the left side. He got across the 30-yard line to the 28-yard line. He fumbled the football.
Petey was trying to struggle for extra yardage, and when he did, he coughed the ball up, and we got a big pile.
We got a big pile up, and let's see who got it. Tomball. Tomball at their own 28. So both teams have turned it over early. Tomball at the 28-yard line. They'll get the turnover, and it's a first down for them. So the turnovers have matched. 8:31 to go first quarter. No score in the game, and Tomball's got this turnover at their own 29-yard line.
First down, Tomball.
Wide receiver far side, along with a bunch formation on the near side with a tight end. Spread formation. There goes Bell outside, the tailback outside. Brandon Green, and Brandon Green got 9 yards.
Well, that play was designed to go over the right guard, and what happened is there was no hole. He bounced to the outside. Longview lost containment on the far side, and when he did, he was able to turn the corner and pick up 10.
Yeah, he got 10 yards, first down to the 39-yard line. So it's a first down for Tomball to their own 39-yard line. Two wides near side and two far side of the field. Here's a swing pass outside to Green. Green tackle with a nice open field tackle. A 5-yard gain. It's going to be second down and 5. That was Cameron Jones on the tackle for Longview, the 190-pound senior linebacker. His nice open field tackle against Brandon Green. 4-yard gain, second down and 6. Empty backfield, 3 wides far side and 2 near side of the field. There's Green on the speed sweep, and he got through a hole. He's got some room to run. Chased down by the linebacker, DeMarcus Lathan, at the 28, or the 32.
Brandon Green actually with the inside sweep, and really looked like they had him boxed in, and all of a sudden he just popped free and picks up big yardage. Gets it down to the 32-yard line. That's a 25-yard gain.
7:13 to go first quarter. No score. 1st and 10. Tomball from the Longview 32-yard line. Two wides far side and one near side. Tied in on the near side of the field is Anderson. There's Green again. He sweeps it outside. This time he's caught for a 3-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd down and 7 from Longview's 29. Anthony Wiley's in the game for Longview. Out will come Diop Johnson.
Tell you, Brown, I think you can already see from Brandon Green, he's a pretty good back, because Longview stuffed the point of attack 2 or 3 times, and he's bounced to the outside and made plays.
There's a toss outside. They got him again after about a 3-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd down, and 3rd down and 5 for 3rd down and 6 maybe at the 28-yard line of Longview. Eastburn will have to come out. Into the game will go third down. Tomball at the Longview 28. Here's the quarterback draw up the field. They're going to get him. It's going to be 4th down at the 26.
Longview not fooled by that. It was quarterback draw the entire way, and Doric, who's been a pretty good rusher for them, just really had no room. He picked up a couple of yards, gets it to the 25. Now they've got a decision to make. They do have a good kicker, but on 4th and forward, looks like they're going to go for it, Brent.
4th down and 4 from Longview's 26-yard line.
Well, usually in this situation, they have a play that they've worked on that's going to be some kind of different look that the other team might not have seen.
Here's a quick pass outside, incomplete. It's Longview's tail at the 26. Well, I don't agree with that thing, John.
No, and it was. I don't understand. They have a good kicker. They forgo the field goal. And then, Brent, they just run a little, really wasn't a very good even curl route where they try to get it outside to Hunter Thompson. And
well, Darden had some coverage, and so they turn it over at the 26-yard line. Longview's got the football. 7:16 to go first quarter. No score in the game.
I can tell you, you shouldn't pass on too many scoring opportunities against Longview, Brent.
No, you should not. 5:26 to go in the first quarter. I'm looking at the big clock in the middle of the thing. Here's motion back to the near side of the field. There's the mesh point. Here comes Robertson. Up the field he comes. He's across the 40. He rolls it across the 45 to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 Longview.
Well, they lost again. They didn't have anybody on the quarterback. The option play, and Petey just turned it in and picked up 21.
5:17 to go first quarter. Longview's got a fresh set of downs. No score in the game at the 47. Tomlinson in the game for Longview. And out will come Devine. 1st down at the Longview 47. Wide receivers to both sides. Tied in on the far side of the field. I formation Longview. Robertson behind the line of scrimmage. He takes off to the far side. He's going to throw this one to Anthony. Caught and across the 40 to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 Longview. Well, Robertson made a play out of what was not much there.
There was nothing there, and he scrambled around and avoided a couple of tacklers, and then, still under pressure, was able to find Dakota Anthony and pop it out there to him and get the 1st down.
At the 38-yard line. Here will come in DeMarja Devine, along with D.T. Jackson. To the far side of the field, and to the near side is Tomlinson. Wing on the far side. The near side is Devine. Now motion back to the far side. They give it to Fagans. Fagans up the middle. He's got a big room to run. He's all the way to the 28 of Tomball. Close to a first down for Longview at the 28. It is a first down there at the 28. 4:26 to go first quarter. No score in the game. Longview at the Tomball 28-yard line. First down and 10. Olsen tight end far side. Double wise to the near side of the field. I formation Longview. There's Anthony. Up the middle he goes. He squirms his way for 4 yards. To the 25, maybe 3. I guess 3 yards to the 25-yard line. Second down and 7.
Straight dive play by Dakota Anthony, picks up 3. And Longview on the move here after the fourth down play that didn't pick up yardage for Tomball earlier.
Here's Fagans, right side he goes. He got through a hole. He got it across the 20 or to the 20-yard line. He's short by a yard. It's 3rd and a yard at the 20-yard line of Tomball. He got through a little bitty hole that time. So it's 3rd down and Longview needs a yard at Tomball's 20-yard line for a first down. No score. 3:16. Double tight end set for Longview. Devine will check in. I formation. Wing near side of the field. There's Fagans, right side, first down, all the way to the 17.
Gaston Fagans with a 3-yard pickup.
First down for Longview at Tomball 17. 2:57 to go first quarter. No score in the game. Longview at Tomball 17-yard line. First down and 10. Tomlinson comes in the game for Longview as a wide receiver. Double wise to the far side of the field. One running back, wing near side of the field. Fagans the lone running back of the backfield. Now motion goes back far side. They toss it to Fagans. He's around the corner. 10, 5, close to a goal line. He got it to the 2.
The Marcia Devine with a great block out there, Brent, allowed Justin Fagans to turn the corner and get it down to the 2-yard line.
First and goal, Longview at the 2. 2:27 to go. Double tight end set for Longview coming in. 2:27 to go first quarter. No score in the game. Longview first and goal from Tomball's 2-yard line.
First and goal.
I formation, wing near side of the field. Double tight end set. First down and goal. Quarterback sneak, Robertson. He got it close to the goal line. It's going to be second down inside the 1.
He got half of it, but not all of it.
Nope, he got half of it, but needed about another half yard. So he's inside the 1-yard line on second down and goal.
Second goal.
I bet this time he gets it all. It's inside the 1-yard line. Second down and goal to go. 1:37 and the clock moves here in the first quarter. No score in the game. Second down and goal. This time Robertson dives up and
I don't think he got it.
Well, if he didn't get it, he's got about just a few inches to go for a touchdown. It's third down and goal from inside the 1-yard line, right at the goal line. Let's see where the spot's going to be. How could they spot that close? The ball's right at the goal line. I mean, the nose of the football is just right outside the goal line. I think we'll see Robertson one more time. 54 seconds to go in the quarter. There's Fagans, touchdown. Well, we saw Fagans. He didn't have to go but about 2 inches.
Yeah, counter dive to Justin Fagans, and it was wide open, and he just marched in for the score.
6-0 Longview, 42 seconds to go first quarter. Jenkins will come on to kick this extra point. Tomlinson will hold it, and Jenkins will kick it. 6-0 Longview. Here's this kick up, and this kick is up and good. It's 7-0 Longview, 42 seconds to go first quarter. Back on 104.1 The Ranch in 1 minute.
1.
Well, welcome back, everyone. 7-0 Longview.
Nice drive by Longview at the defense held on 4th down on the other end. Longview has a 10-play, 74-yard drive. The touchdown, a 1-yard run by Justin Fagans. 7-0 Longview with 42 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Here comes the kick from Longview. Ring the deep man. Here's the kick by Jenkins. This one's going to go to the far side to Malcolm Scott. Back up the field he comes. He's knocked down at the 14 or 16-yard line. What a nice open field tackle that was by Longview.
Yeah, Longview has been excellent on kickoff coverage the last few weeks, and that was no exception.
Jalen Porter on the coverage for Longview. Well, they've done a good job on their kick teams, John.
They have.
Tomball will scrimmage from their 18-yard line, 1st and 10. 37 seconds to go, first quarter. Longview leads 7-0. Tomball at their own 18. They're going to give it to Green. Up the middle he comes, and Green got maybe 3 yards to the 21-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 7.
Straight running play to Green, and he picks up about 4 yards.
It's going to be 2nd down with 20 seconds to go here in the quarter. 7-0 Longview leads. Tomball just may let it run out. Now they're going to snap it, and they're going to give it to Green. And he comes up the field. He's tackled in the open field. That was a nice tackle. He got close to a 1st down by a yard. The quarter has run out. Longview leads 7-0. We'll be back with the second quarter on 104.1 The Ranch in 1 minute.